My name is Brandon Tabak.
My son is dead. My family is dead. And I'm still here.
I have not been consistent. Wait. Day 6. 4 years ago, I was homeless. Look at how far I came. Wait. That's wrong. Let's try again. I was born as a poor man with many details I would like to forget. Details that are stuck in my mind and will take a surgery to remove. I heard surgery was always expensive, so I assumed a bullet would work instead. Here I am, and I am nothing at all. Success finds us when failures leave us. In a cold world, I had a hard time trying to stay warm. Now look at how far I have come. Now, look at how far I've come. It's a beautiful sight. Decent living. Air conditioning works. No bugs. Well, not a lot of bugs. No more eating out of trash cans. I'm proud of myself. I finally made it to the manager at the downtown supermarket. I'm trusted to make good decisions. Who would have ever thought it? Looking back at those homeless times, they made me. I know what it is like to work hard without complaints. Homeless times. After I was old enough to be on my own, I was just on my own. Sorry I could not word that better. I walked for miles. Miles and more miles. I wasn't lost because I had nowhere to be. I was hungry. I used to trick myself into thinking I was fasting for God. Maybe He would send me a blessing. Look at that. Me, trying to make a deal with God. In my defense, everyone forgot about me. So I thought that He had as well. Look at me. I was in the prime of my youth. The television said I was supposed to be in college and playing sports. Maybe studying and falling in love. However, I was here on the street, tired, hungry, unloved. Over time, blessings will come my way. Well, what I considered to be blessings. I used to be so dizzy from walking I would accidentally fall on trash cans. As they fell over and I laid there, blessings were shown. Turns out, a lot of Americans did not finish their food. They threw away half-eaten meals, snacks, and drinks. Not bad. I didn't worry about germs because how could I? All I had time to pray, overly minute. All I had time was to pray over was my newly found meals. Sometimes I had spaghetti. Sometimes I had burgers. My favorite used to be the outsides of burgers. Maybe not my favorite, but it was common. I guess they were popular by demand. I guess they were my favorite by popular demand. I was also hydrated from the half-drunk bottles of water. I found people hated finishing water bottles. My luck was up and down when it came to sodas. People love their sodas. I typically stayed away from dark-colored drinks because I couldn't tell if they had been spit in. You know, like spit bottles and cans. I had to learn the hard way. In all honesty, everybody had some kind of spit left on food and drinks. I guess it made me feel better knowing that I had standards. I was still human, you know? I found clothes in trash cans, sometimes good clothes and bad clothes. Some clothes lasted me a couple days, some lasted me a couple months. I was thankful for whatever I had. You can't be prideful and homeless. I wonder what my parents were doing every other day. Did they know that their little boy was in this position? Did they care? Hope starts to come right on in. Hope told me that they were still looking for me. Hope told me that they realized they made a mistake. Hope was a lie, though, or something I couldn't worry about. Being homeless was a mental challenge. I thought about my parents every other day, but I wanted to kill myself each and every day. Every day was the same. No matter the weather, no matter the street, walk, find food, find shelter. Killing myself never felt right. After a while, I would find ways to entertain myself. Books and magazines were typically thrown away, so I read. Imagine me being completely homeless, but updated on new reality TV shows. I knew the gossip, and I knew what was cool, and I was not cool. I must admit, reading saved me. I started learning what I could do to better myself. Sometimes, in those magazines, there were camping sections. Those sections would tell me what to do if I was out in the wilderness. To me, I was always in the wilderness. I had no tent or pots, but I still read. Through reading, it gave me new ideas on how to survive. I learned new ways to take baths. Instead of drinking all my water, I would use it to wash my body. I started looking for leftover soap in trash cans. Sometimes I would even hang out by manual car washes to use the leftover soap in puddles that cars left behind. Wasn't a bad idea. Also in those magazines, it had job sections. 2 to 3 articles were based on how to find job opportunities. I read and got discouraged because I needed identification and a resume. So what other ways could I make money? I went the handout route. which never worked well for me. People did not feel bad for a poor man. I guess I wouldn't either if I wasn't me. The only way I can earn money is by working. I found out that people respect a man who will work for his dollar more than a man who asks for a dollar. Started telling people I was homeless and I could do stuff for them for cheap. Most were scared. I had to stop approaching women because they would call the police on me. Made sense. My apologies to those women. I wasn't thinking. I started asking men to wash their cars, washing car wheels, their shoes, or size of their house, anything. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. It depended on the neighborhood I was in. Typically, I did the best waiting outside of churches. I picked up little jobs from time to time, picking up trash left from events, and cutting grass. Shoot. They normally had their own equipment. They knew I was homeless, so expectations were low. I earned $30 or $40 at a time, and free meals. Cookies too. Man, I swear, a cookie tastes better when it's free. Before long, I was a well-known face in communities. Not bad for a homeless guy. I did that for 4 years. Then the biggest blessing happened to me. I ran into Mr. Greg.
I've got no license left, cause I drove against rut. This is how things go when I'm on the road. Drive like I'm all alone and think I run the show. Cause I got a lot to learn and to go somewhere. I need to do my prayers. I need to find out how I can give in to